Okay, so since Trin wasn't with us last time, shall we regale her with the summary of last session?
My God, it was awful. I got bitten. I got bitten.
What bit you? Because if it's a mosquito, that's not too scary. If it's a vampire, that's a little more concerning. Same for a werewolf.
Well, no, it was like a what would you guys call it? It was like a undead, long-armed woman.
He did a medicine check, and Otley believed this is true medical procedure right here. We asked him to test if this thing was dead or not, and instead of like checking for a heartbeat or pulse or anything, apparently the medical procedure is you stick your fingers in its mouth, and if it doesn't react, it's dead. And it did react, and it was undead. Technically not dead. So we found out it's technically not dead, but it did bite him.
So the procedure from now on is, if someone's dead, just stick 2 fingers.
If we're going to do a medical check, he has to stick his fingers. We have to ask him to stick his fingers in their mouth to check if they're dead. And if they react in any possible way, they're not dead, but they could be alive or undead.
And then the way that we check to see if it's undead is if the person who got bit then turns into a zombie.
Yeah. That's the.
If they bite you and you turn, then they're undead. If they bite you and it just hurts a little bit, they might be just a normal person that's just a bit pissed off.
Unless
the violation.
We're developing a procedure. There's a whole thing.
Yeah. Otley believes this is actual official like medical license approved. He's not a doctor. What does he know?
And the reason I was sticking my fingers in people's mouths was the black dragons have asked us to investigate a disease on a town.
Specifically by sticking your fingers in
Go to
people's
bed!
mouths.
I mean, they didn't.
That was actually into interpretation, I believe.
Yeah, that wasn't in the brief.
Yeah.
Literally.
We're not doctors, neither was the dragon. We're trusting this guy. We're just believing it's official procedure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here now.
In their defense, you left them unsupervised.
Yeah, why am I the new parent of this group suddenly? Hang on. God, okay, this is fine. I'm sure I can prevent further potential bites happening, right?
Yeah. Oh, before that, we all got tongued.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
We all got licked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lick that did damage. It was more like an aggressive bludgeoning with a large dragon tongue, but it did make us like immune to acid damage or something. So you know, you win some, you lose some.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
And you received a new gift from Padwin.
We have a new little toy gift by Padwin, which is a teddy bear, right?
Yeah.
Does it explode?
What tell you that? We're
I
giving
don't
away.
trust Padwin's gifts. Like, I love Padwin, but most of the time his gifts are of the explosive kind.
It's a shape of a rabbit. Anyway, it is
Go to bed!
50. How many? The power of 10 grenades.
I knew it.
That is a good
Oh my god.
50 d6 of piercing damage.
That child needs some new supervisor, I swear.
Yes, the item in
want it to
question
be
is
you?
called Grenadio the Rabbit.
Okay. So, we have an explosive bunny, got licked by a dragon, a new medical procedure, which could result in someone becoming undead. Is there anything else on this bucket list that we need to take off, apparently?
No, we're just looking for to see what's going on really in this part of the town, because apparently there's people sick and kind of a lockdown and COVID-19 all over again.
Oh. Okay, that's exciting.
Yes, and nothing. We're just investigating.
Okay.
And the occupants of the town don't want you there either.
Oh, like, fair enough. No one wants to be here if they're in lockdown, I suppose.
Yeah, I didn't mind to have my friends around.
No, they want us to
Mine
go
was
away
okay.
because the Black Dragon told us to be there.
Yes, they're protesting the presence of the Black Dragons and the Dragon Guard. And would you also like to explain to Onyx what Tordum's new quest is?
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
so she's got a mouthful of apple pie at the minute, so that's her excuse. But part of the forensic point to trying to work out who was dead in the house that they were in is that Tordum is now...
They told me to lick the blood puddle,
Oh
I
yeah.
did.
that happened as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
and I couldn't
How do we
identify
forget?
it, so I had to try a blood source of every type to identify the species.
Yeah.
So you're becoming a connoisseur of blood now?
So yeah, so I'm now
Yeah.
trying everybody's blood, sorry.
It was to identify what potential race the dead body was going to be, but we also found that out by just opening the door and seeing the dead body. So you
Hey,
know.
I originally was going to, and then someone said, why doesn't Tordum lick the door? So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
put the suggestion there, it was therefore done.
Yeah, I don't know who did that.
I don't know.
Wouldn't have been Barakas while he was being squished by a dead body.
And it's also canon that Dur's blood tastes like guacamole.
Yeah, because it's green.
Of course, of course.
Their new name is Guacamole.
Literally half an hour was spent on that topic alone.
Okay, so I missed a lot, apparently. Wow.
Yes, and also Tordum is using a warlock staff which has a fleshy hand on it as her new pointing stick.
How did you get that?
Oh, I forgot I had it in my inventory, so I just took it out and started poking things with it, just to make myself a bit taller.
I
It
won't
worked, I
question
found
the
another dead
origins.
body.
Okay. Oh my god. I don't. Do you guys even need me? You clearly got a lot done. I'm starting to question a lot.
They probably need you to keep us on track. We do
Yeah.
get distracted very easily.
I'm probably like the worst person to try to keep us on track, but I'll definitely try my best. That still counts, right?
Your efforts are appreciated, adventurer.
Okay.
Go to bed!
So, now that you've sort of regaled Onyx with these details, you're now standing outside the Maze's house, effectively getting ready to carry on in whatever sort of function that you are going to do. You can either explore the house, or sorry, the surrounding streets, or you can report back to the woman you were speaking to. It's really up to you.
I think we should go speak to the woman, tell her her friends are dead. And we did not kill them, and neither did the dragons.
Yeah. I think that's where we were off to, weren't we? Definitely not us killing her friends. They may not even be her friends.
All right then. So you guys head down the street, and again you're sort of seeing that this area is just completely empty. Occasionally you see movement from inside the houses, but other than that, there's no particular movement. But again, you witness the Black Dragon Guard approaching, but word seems to have spread about your efforts, and the fact that you've alerted them to the fact that there's a definite infection inside the Maze's house. So they sort of a mind that you could potentially be infected yourselves. They're giving you a wider berth than they were before.
Oh.
No help by your coughing.
And then Dur says, I have no idea what you mean, adventurer.
Oh no.
So you head down the the streets, these empty streets, till you get back to the market square, where you see the woman holding up her plaque and just generally shouting out political catchphrases at every opportunity.
Who would like to deliver the good news?
Congratulations, your friends are dead. We did not kill them. We found them dead.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, congratulations? What sort of stupid thing is that to say to a person?
Well, no, you said you couldn't find them, so we found them.
Does anyone else want to say anything?
Well, we investigated the your disease that you're talking about. I mean, there's definitely some sick people in your town.
No, there's not.
Yes, there are.
No, there's not.
Yes, there
Who
are.
do you think killed your friend?
She bit
The Black Dragons, obviously.
No.
No, one of the sick people. They bit my look, and I'll extend my bloodied finger. It bit me.
That's exactly what that is exactly what a friend of the Black Dragon Guard would say.
Is it?
Yeah, it me.
Okay, I defer to you on that topic.
Well,
If you're sure.
what makes you say that the Black Dragons are doing what they're doing then?
Because the Black Dragons are monsters, obviously.
Why are the black dragons monsters but not other dragons?
Because they're black. Racist. Duh.
Well, I'd rather be black than green. She gives Doe a filthy look.
Oh, can we call the
Pick
green
the
dragon,
people.
please, and see what she says to that then? Because she said you'd rather not be green. So
Sorry,
if we
my
call
God.
a green dragon in, were you going to be racist to the green dragon and stop being racist to the black dragon?
Oh no, green dragons have a place in respectable society. I was meaning being a green-skinned goblin. Ugh.
Now you have an
Well,
issue
that
with
is
his
racist.
species?
That dare doesn't rise to it.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
He
yeah,
did
sorry.
mention that
I,
he was logging in.
I just completely forgot it was Monday. I'm very out of routine.
It serves you right for going abroad and enjoying yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, do you guys want to give Tyler a quick lowdown of what's going on while we go strangle our children?
Sure.
Let's give him a moment because Myers actually seems to be cheering her up.
Do you remember where you left? Because I don't remember where you left.
Oh, do I remember when I left? Just tell me what's going on now.
Okay.
Right now we're informing the lady that her friend is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is basically the last mission that we're doing here in this region. Because then right after we're gonna move elsewhere. Because we've been contacted by the alphas with a massive meeting. Blah blah blah. We got fancy shit. And yeah, good stuff. And they.
Oh, that was it. I met the Alphas. I did do that bit last time.
You were there for the
Oh,
meeting.
you were there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
we did that session. Last
Yeah.
session started. We went from there. Not far away is the. We knew the Black Dragon was nearby, so we thought we'll do that one.
yeah.
Can't remember what other black or like what other dragon missions there were in the area, but that one was nearby.
Yeah.
So
Were
we
you
went
there for
in.
Beholder?
You what?
For the Beholder.
Oh, that was
I
before
missed the
that.
Beholder. Yeah, I missed the Beholder. Though. I was on holiday for the Beholder. I was just ill last week. I'm still not well. I can't hear out my left ear. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, basically we went and spoke to the Black Dragon. It gave us, it basically licked us, which like did a little bit of damage and then made us immune to acid for a little while. And then it was saying about some of its kind or something are like protecting I think it's Drakengard or whatever are protecting a nearby like town or something, and they're basically like quarantining it. They're insisting that some of the people there have an illness, very Corona vibes.
Okay.
And then we basically he wanted the illness eradicated, however we interpret that, whether it's curing it, purging the people, whatever,
Yeah.
open to interpretation.
Is that where we are now then?
to
We're at the
investigate.
village.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went in, We spoke to a woman, and she seemed super cagey. We basically think that, like, she's insisting she's not sick, but she might be aware of things. Like, we don't really know. Convinced her to help us a little bit, and it's in their interest. You know, if they help us prove that there isn't a whatever illness, then maybe the guards will stop being so oppressive and quarantining people. So she told us to go to her friend's house. We got there, and there was 2 dead bodies, and then there was another one that ended up basically being this undead monster thing. And then
Classic
we
switch.
killed that. Yeah, we killed that, went back outside, and we're going to inform the woman that her friend's dead.
And then the woman has just proved to be a massive racist.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, Joe, your blood tastes like guacamole.
Yeah, apparently that was decided.
Okay, so back to the conversation. She takes a moment to sort of consider what you've said, and then she says, like, oh, I should... No, it's my fault. She received this... We should never have come here. She was accepted into the college, and I moved here to help her do stuff, and now this has happened. I should have just told her to throw that letter in the bin.
What stuff were you helping with?
I'm just helping her fit in, to do some of the house cleaning. Did some of the house cleaning for her in exchange for some money.
What kind of stuff was she doing?
You know, arts and crafts and bard stuff. I mean, and she pulls out a piece of paper from, like, the satchel around her waist, and says, "Here, at least I think this is it." And she basically reveals the. Can you please go sort them out? I can't focus. Thank you. And she basically pulls out what appears to be some sort of, like, application acceptance letter.
Okay.
So this is one of those colleges where bards can craft magic into, craft their songs and
Go to bed.
music into spells. I suppose it's just like any other music college.
What's it called?
The Minas Apidas College of Law for Bards.
You'd think as a bard college they'd have a more flamboyant name. But it's pretty on the nose, I like it. No riffraff.
But to be fair, it's a bit more elaborate than in Skyrim, where it's just called Bard's College.
Yes.
It's a little bit elaborate.
So, for those of you who are sort of like magic casters and have some sort of idea about bardic magic, you know that the bard's magic is divided up into various colleges, like College of Glamour, College of Law, College of Swords, Spirits, that sort of thing. So it does sort of fit that a bard who wants to attend here for the purposes of being a magic bard, as opposed to like a minstrel or anything like that, would effectively need to come to a facility like this. And she then points.
Is there a place? It's like this college is in this town. That's why she came here.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
She basically just points up the hill and to the massive red building in the centre of town. And so, yes, that's it up there.
Oh, wait, we forgot a massive thing. The people they found dead in the house of where we actually came from, their eyes were gouged out and the tongue got removed.
Damn. Doesn't sound like an illness.
Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you that.
Yeah, that's must.
They were mutilated.
It's something important. And it is a sign of stealing magic.
Oh, the one with the missing tongue. So did we the eyes and tongue? Did we work out like what kind of magic they would have been likely using? I can't remember if we worked that out.
It could have been anything anything arcane, but neither. Wait, did we say cleric?
Right, so one was a cleric. That one
Yes.
didn't have their magic range, but the other one appeared to be a mage, so which basically qualify as wizard or sorcerer, or even artificer. They had their magic removed.
Okay, my thought in a way was if they were stealing magic and took the tongue, it would hint that they might have been
Bardy.
a bard, or the person who did it could have been a bard, like stealing their tongue to enhance their own.
Yeah, can I get an arcana
was-
check from you with advantage?
Oh, I've worked it out.
What?
It's
You don't know shit.
I've just worked it out. I don't know if Otley has worked it out because he's not good at this. With advantage, that's going to help. Oh, I got an 18.
Nice.
So you do know from your own points with magic is that a lot magic revolves around the spoken word. So, which in terms of bards does give a certain potency. So if they're constantly singing their spells, having the ability to speak would be very sort of precious in that regard. Whether that engages in any sort of there's magic in the tongue is another matter, but it does strike that bardicness was involved in this.
Okay, yeah. Like metaphorically speaking, they took the words out of her mouth with a knife and physically cut her tongue out. Yeah.
And then burnt her eyes out with some sort of magic as well.
Yeah, but I don't know how that works. I'm not a wizard, man. I'm just a dwarf with a temper. Sounds like we should go to this college then. Maybe ask some questions.
Absolutely.
Ollie's like cracking his knuckles when he says ask questions.
Yeah, questions.
Yeah, he's really the upper nerd for answers. He's not above that. Alright.
Well, if you are desperate to investigate the college, go ahead. I would say you should be investigating the Drakengard, but apparently it's a free country.
College it is.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no horse in this race. I've just joined.
Okay, so from sort of going around the town in the way that you've been doing it, you've seen that there wasn't really a way up the hill to on the side that you were on, so you effectively cycle round, but going this way, and you see a stone staircase. It's meant to go all the way around the hill and then to get up to the top, but I ran out of patience with putting the stairs on.
Fair enough, man.
But because it is like a proper hill, it's not just like a small lump of earth that puts up a few stories. It is several stories high, so it does take you a while to get to the top of the college. But once you do, but you can see that something very, very bloody has occurred here. But there has been several cases where somebody was clearly trying to escape, and then something has sort of ripped through a massive crowd. There's severed body parts everywhere, and there are a set of gates which sort of block the college from the rest of the path. Those gates have been smashed open, one of which is gently swaying with a creaking motion on the last bit of hinge that's left before it falls to the floor.
Well, fuck.
Well put.
I will give. You can do a what the fuck check if you want.
Please.
Either
Some wisdom.
either perception, perception, survival, or insight, whichever's highest for you.
Give into a fuck check, which is just straight charisma.
That'd be cheating. It is a 23 on survival.
Okay, so anybody else who's interested can get in this as well.
What sort of roles were available?
I've forgotten what I said. Perception.
Survival, perception, or investigation. No, insight.
I rolled a 4.
Survival, perception.
I'll do an insight check for a 23.
Ooh, 15.
Okay, so as you sort of have a look around, it's clear from sort of like the position of where everything is added to the impact of the gate, something came from the college and chased these people out.
Oh. Someone must summon the wrong demon.
Are there like claw marks or like, any evidence? Or was that what we're just looking at then?
No, there are very distinctive claw marks, but what appears to be, instead of looking at sort of like feet or paw marks, you appear to be looking at gigantic handprints in the ground. And these handprints, they're in the shape of a hand, and then they appear to have deep gouges at the tips, implying claws.
What, like
Like a human
walking with the hands kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yes, but very disjointed but hands. Very much, they're hand-shaped, but they're definitely not humanoid hands.
And you say they're big, what, like a foot across?
Yeah, but pretty much the size of somebody's head.
Ooh, damn.
And then, looking at one of the bodies, it's in two pieces, but you can see that it hasn't been cut in half or ripped apart, it's been crushed in half.
What's the floor made out of?
Just cobblestone, dirt, that sort of thing. There's a cobblestone
And how deep
path
is it?
leading to the through the gates and to the college entrances. The rest of it is just like really what was once very well made flower beds with like healthy soil, that sort of thing.
And so it must be quite a heavy creature then to dig that deep into it and make a big fucking print.
Yes.
Yeah, it must be strong as well. So from the sound of it, it crushed somebody so much that it split them in half without ripping or tearing. It just split them by probably like stepping on them or something.
Is there
Or
a
crushing them
way?
with a rock, maybe.
Is there a way to see where this creature is coming from? Like, if we want to look for, if there is a direction, a flow. Do you know what I mean?
So you're looking at sort of just the pathway, and you can see that this is with it being cobblestones and not like any sort of like concrete or anything like that. You're seeing footprints everywhere, and where this creature has been going, it came from the college, milled around, presumably sorcering everybody in sight, and then quite calmly, without any sort of like big bounds, it then walked back to the college.
Where's our tracker? I'm going to tell you, Onyx, can you follow this?
I can certainly try.
I'll give you guidance.
Oh,
And
thanks.
I'll tap you on your knee because I can't get to your forehead.
Thank you.
And then
Otley will lift him up so he can reach your forehead.
Aww.
and then Torton will come over with her mangled hand on a stick and go, "I can touch you without being boosted." Just gonna tap you on the head with the staff of withering.
Thanks. Please don't touch me with that hand again, please. It's just for the sake of, morality and morale, just don't. With that, I guess I'll try and do my best to track down this beastie boy.
But my advice is, we're looking for a giant creature that walks on its hands. Yeah.
Some
Yeah, man.
handstands.
Or just one giant hand. It could just be one giant hand.
Yeah.
Like the Addams
It
family.
could be one giant hand, man. It could be anything.
Could be.
Yeah,
Was,
man.
would it look anything like the handprint? Would it have looked anything like the creature we killed in that house by the fire?
But presumably, but it could. Like the handprint is sort of equal in size, given how sort of like big the creature was, but it did have distinctive feet.
Okay.
So you think it's less than likely, but a possibility.
Okay.
But it wasn't that big. The one that we put inside the house
Not that strong.
as well.
Not compared to
Maybe
you.
the one, or maybe
Got
the
that
one
kick
that
in the
we
face.
bought was a baby one, right? It was only recently transformed.
Yeah.
Yes.
It literally transformed in front of our eyes.
Okay, so Onyx, can I get a perception check from you, please?
Where even is perception? Ah, there it is. 25.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're able to simply follow this to the front door without any issues. However, you are sort of seeing, as you're going along, what appear to be very elongated, almost scale-like feathers are mixing in with the cobblestones as well.
Huh.
Feathers.
Scale like feathers. That's new.
Can Dare have a look? And is it a creature that he would know, or something he's turned into before?
Can I get a nature check from you, please?
Oh, it's not the worst one for a druid. It makes no sense. Natural 20 plus 0. Not even shit.
Hey!
Nice.
Okay, so they have sort of like the equivalent of sort of like a vulture feather, but this thing is as long as your arm. So you've never really seen anything like with this length, but as you sort of investigate it, you get there's a very like potent smell on the feather itself, and so you then sort of like flick it about, and you can see these tiny minuscule spores just sort of spray out from the feather.
What do they smell like?
Very
Yeah.
foul, like very sulphurous, and just generally with that bad egg odor. But you can tell that if you inhaled these spores in any sort of like real detail, you would probably be poisoned by them.
It's fucking spraying at me. Get it off. I don't like it.
I can burn them off you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gross.
Do you guys think this is what caused the illness around here?
How good they behave like that.
Could be. It'll make you ill if you sniff that. Give it a good sniff, see if you get ill, and then we'll know.
Can I get?
They're gonna go sleep.
I think I can. No, I don't, you tried.
Can I? Would I feel like I could gain any extra information if I did get a good smell of it?
But yeah, you could definitely sort of do sort of like quick maps in your head to sort of figure out how poisonous it would be.
Wait, isn't Revi immune to illness because he's an Azimar? Are you an Azimar, right?
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of
Yeah.
paladins.
Yeah.
Is that the paladin out there?
Otley's gonna. If he feels like he could get more information by doing it, he would give it a good sniff.
Yeah, go on, give it a good sniff. Get up, yeah. It'll make you feel alright, I promise.
So Frank then appears next to you, and he holds open a cigar case and is like, "Would you also want to sniff this?"
No.
It's a trick. It's not a cigar case, it's butt cheeks. Don't look.
He's spreading his butt cheek. No, I would not like a sniff. Thank you, Frank, for the offer.
Oh, very well. And he disappears.
He got me with that the first time as well. Don't feel bad.
Oh, you
just say,
fell
maybe
for
we
it
should have
before.
tested the
Oh
spores
yeah,
on
like
Frank.
twice. It's embarrassing. Fool me twice.
Can we not just have tested the spores on Frank?
I'm happy to give it a go.
Okay then. So So you sort of very deliberately run the feather under your nose. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you, please?
You can. This is to avoid poison, right?
Yes.
Then I get advantage, and that is a 20.
Okay.
25, sorry.
Okay. So so from that you gain a number of things. So first off, you gathered that if you had been poisoned by this, you would be taking 1d10 poison damage every sort of 6 seconds, i.e. a turn. While also gaining the poison condition, obviously. Which would then give you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability saves. So it's a very debilitating type of poison, as opposed to one that actually does damage to you.
Yeah, it seems to do a bit of both.
And then, however, being a cleric, you would know that this is a particular type of poison that you can literally wash off you. So if you had some holy water and took a swig from it, that will give you the antidote.
Okay.
And also with your score, you would have worked out that in order to basically survive being poisoned or beat being poisoned, you would need a 14.
Okay.
So could he bless the water, local waters?
It's fairly average strength poison, but it's got a nasty kick to it.
But in regards to that, yes, he probably could if he had the ceremony spell.
Okay. I think you could have blessed all the water in the town and saved everyone.
Yeah. But Otley won't have that. He's a barbarian fighter, not a cleric.
Barbarian, it's not the cleric.
Oh, yeah,
It's
of course,
barbarian.
yeah.
Did it?
Like the reverse Constantine.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I could yell at the water and hope that it blesses it, but I don't think it'll have any effect.
Yeah.
Just I angrily yell, and out of sheer fear, the water's like, okay, and then just becomes holy.
Okay, can I get an intimidation check from you, please?
Oh god. I'm not even proficient in this.
Oh no.
So,
Okay.
a -1 for a 5.
Okay, so you take out your water skin and you just go ah acid, and nothing happens, surprisingly.
Go play.
I don't think it worked, guys.
I don't even know what the fuck you were trying to do.
Well, I was just venting frustration into my water skin, as you can see.
Well,
Drop it, I'll come get
I heard
a
about this
second.
other medical procedure, but I'm not qualified, and I thought it worked, but I guess you have to be a qualified doctor for that to happen.
Clearly.
He's going to pass his water skin to our qualified doctor in the group.
I try and jam my fingers down it.
I said procedure wrong. I thought you had to just yell at it.
the neck of the water bottle.
I mean, do you have access to the spell ceremony?
No, I don't think.
I think he's just sticking his fingers in my water. Is it the same hand you stuck in the thing's mouth?
Yeah,
Did
probably.
you even wash the hand?
Fucking drinking water, you bugger.
Oh shit! I do have. I do have ceremony. Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Yeah?
you can spend 10 minutes turning this into an hour turning this into holy water if you want.
An hour? We haven't got time for this. Give me my water back. Ollie just takes his water bottle back.
After he
his
stuck
dirty
his
fingers
fingers in
there.
it, yeah?
Yeah, dirty. If I'm gonna pour, he pours his water out on the floor. It's got fucking contaminated my.
Fingers are clean now.
Dead people's mouth juice all in that. It tastes gross now.
It was a medical procedure. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, well, it's gross.
Kind of.
Don't you doctors wear gloves when you do stuff?
Yeah, I mean, next time we're in town, I'm gonna buy a box of
Yeah, we're
gloves.
gonna buy him some surgical gloves.
At which point, Frank then reappears next to you and snaps his gloves to make a point.
No, we're not falling for the butthole trick again.
God damn it! And he disappears.
he got all excited with that glove.
Okay, so
Ollie just
meanwhile,
looks
Onyx
at,
is
did you fall for that one?
So meanwhile,
Oh, yeah,
Onyx has just sort of like gone on ahead and just like waiting patiently by all of this. And it's like, are you guys done?
Yeah, any minute now, guys. Like, I'm glad you're having fun, questioning everything and anything at this point of what you guys are up to with these weird procedures. I've never seen it in my life.
Actually, happened to find out some useful information about this poison. One of us was of use.
Yeah. Apparently, it is in fact poison.
Yeah. Confirmed.
That's wow. I never would have assumed
Still
that
say
poison
on it,
was
I
in
had
fact poison.
but it's not.
Yeah, well, you don't need to assume. We
You don't
know.
Give me advantage on that. You are aware, by the way, I could have solved all that in like 2 seconds because I actually have a thing that would let me do that.
Is
So I
it
could
really
have told
looking
you
at,
what
like,
poison
give
it
the blood?
was.
Oh my god.
I actually have the poisoner feet.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
I kept that quiet.
Yeah, you could have stopped me sniffing that at any time, but you didn't.
I've only just come back in the room.
Yeah. If I wasn't a dwarf and, you know, of good constitution, I could have died. You
Oh,
didn't
I
even
was
stop me. You
hoping it
didn't
was
even care.
duh.
I thought we were friends. You could have let me die.
I didn't. You didn't die, and I told you for future reference. And technically, I had cure wounds and remove curse, so you know, I could save your life. And I have the pointy hand, so don't start on me. And I'm just going to pat him on the head with the pointy with the stick, with my hand stick.
Why are people doing gross things to me?
Exactly. You accused me of being gross, so I'm not helping you anymore.
I'm just playing. Let's go. He's going to try and actually maintain a serious appearance. Come on. We need to be mature, guys.
Yeah, Onyx.
I should look at Onyx and be like,
It's like,
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. I can't believe
Yeah.
children. Children are so immature. Let's go.
Onyx loves me. I give her poison arrows if she's a good girl.
Do you want to give us some poison?
I don't currently
I was
have
gonna
any more
ask-
on me.
I was going to ask if you could make arrows out of this feather. Is that not what arrows are made out of? Would that not make them poison arrows?
It's a fair question.
Technically, I could poison anyone's weapon. I could make a poison that would go on a sword or an axe.
Fair enough.
But Onyx has been the only one been nice to me.
It's the last time I did take a drink from you.
Don't take a drink from her.
Yeah, I don't know. I could accidentally give you acid as well if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Ah, but the people who have been tongued are immune to.
Yeah, we'd be immune to
That's
acid.
it. That's why we were immune to poison anyway. 'Cause we got kissed by the frickin' dragon.
Acid, technically.
Yeah, it was acid, not poison resistance.
Whatever.
But it's immunity to acid.
Oh, and I have a flask of beer in my... What was it? A flask or a tankard of ale in my pocket if anyone wants it.
Don't touch
Yeah.
it, it's poison!
Hold up. No. As a dwarf, are we allowed to drink on the job, guys? Can I have one?
We have no problem with that.
Yeah, given that
I'm going to
you.
give him the tankard of
Ollie is so
ale
down
that's
to
in
just
my
drink a
pocket.
beer as we're walking around, like, casually.
Okay, so Onyx, can I just get a proficiency roll from you? So there'll be a D20 plus your proficiency.
Don't remember when I picked that up. I picked that up at some point.
God. Okay. Proficiency.
So it'll be plus 4.
17.
Okay, so in regards to the feather, you do. This is the sort of thing that would work brilliantly on a feather, on an arrow, particularly since that, even though that it's a feather, it is brilliantly sharp. Not quite to the point where it would cut, but it would cut through the air without any sort of problem. So you'd probably be able to make +1 arrows from this.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay.
Whack it in the beard, and I'll open my beard up like a little baby bird.
Yeah, I'm gonna stuff it.
I'm gonna give you
I'm
a
gonna start
scrap of
poking feathers in his
material
beard.
to wrap it in before you poison yourself in the process.
Yeah.
It's alright, I'll hold my breath.
Too late, I've already wrapped it up in a piece of material.
Aw.
Oh, I have a mace if anybody wants it as well.
A what?
I have a mace.
Oh, just a random mace.
A random mace.
Okay, so if you do want to gather up the feathers, you can roll 2d8s. See how many you get.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Yeah, I'm just going through my inventory now all of a sudden to see what useful things I have.
28. I
Definitely
got.
have an idea.
So 11.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got 11 feathers plus the one you've already picked up, so that's 12 feathers in total.
Nice.
Very
Damn,
nice.
nice.
Okay, I'll add them as custom items to your beard, though, while the rest of you figure out what you're doing.
Right, looks like we're going on a fucking bird hunt. What do we need to catch a giant bird? Giant net?
Well, no, hold on. How do we know it's actually a bird? Actually a beast? It could be a demon. Or a hellspawn.
It's got feathers. It's clearly a bird, obviously.
Well, maybe
No.
you should do a nature check on it, Dur. You are a druid.
I did. I got a 20. Jesus, it was the best.
I wasn't here till about 2
minutes
minutes ago.
I was going to change in 2 minutes. Is it? I'm going to know what bird it is now. Just say it again. Is it a bird? Is it a bird? I won't know.
DM, metagaming. Is it a bird?
It's bird-like, is what you've worked out. You don't know. You're guessing it's some sort of like raven-like bird, like in that family of birds. But in terms of the size, this is something new to you.
Right. It comes to me. It turns out it's a big fucking bird. There you go.
What?
Okay, so as you guys are arguing, I'm assuming you're making your way to the college as you're arguing about this.
Yes.
Please.
I can't hear a single word right now.
Okay, so
Shouting down the
So
stairs.
the entrance to the college sort of like looms over you. You can see that this is like this is most likely a castle, which was then sort of like retrofitted to then be a college. It's got that very like Hogwarts sort of theme to it.
Nice.
But it's the entranceway is like a set of stairs that go up to like 2 massive double doors, and you can see that there's a portcullis. So, a portcullis that in sort of like the top of the doorway that is ready to basically come straight down right in front of the door, if that makes sense. And in terms of the door itself, something has sort of broken it open from the inside, and what would normally be push doors are now pushing into the hallway are now facing the wrong way, leaving an open doorway.
But like, give me this. Let something or someone just smash the door from. I mean,
From
the
inside
opposite
going
way.
out.
Yeah. Can I turn on my detect magic?
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't have a map for the college itself because I would have been there for ages. But you're effectively in the entrance hall, and so you activate your magic, your detect magic, and you can detect magic from all of your friends because I think everybody here has some element of magical capacity now, and you're putting it out, and aside from your friends, you are not feeling any magic at all, and by that I mean null magic. Like, and given that this is a college for the magical arts, that's weird.
Okay. A little poke to the corpse. Any corpse that we see around. Is there any corpses?
You got it? You got it?
Did I have it?
You got it? You got it?
So, what are you guys talking about?
Any corpses around?
So Barakas does like his detect magic things. I can't detect any magic here, ignoring all of the corpses that are lying across the entrance hall. It's very much clear that some sort of slaughter has occurred here.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask after it was if they have had any eyes gouged out or tongues be ripped out.
Can I get a perception check from anyone who's interested in answering that?
I'll do one.
I'm happy to help with
So I
that.
can feel useful for someone.
Oh,
Oh,
24.
only got an 8.
You're 24.
Oh, thank you.
Could I use my passive?
So what was that?
Could I use like passive perception, or would it just be a roll?
Just the roll. This is you actively looking for stuff now.
Yeah.
I was going to see, can I do like a medicine? It's the same as my perception, but just to try and see how they died.
Yeah, sure.
It's 23. Oh, I forgot to guide myself, but I should have.
Okay, so Onyx, what did you get?
I got 18.
Okay, so all of you sort of are able to determine something of what happened here. There's a mix of people who were just sort of like bludgeoned to death. There's people who have had like massive slash marks across their faces, where they've probably been clawed out by some sort of talons. Again, there's people who have been crushed in half. One person looks like they've been exploded from the inside.
Damn.
So yeah, it's a very gory and visceral mess. However, there are some people who seem to have suffered minor injuries, who then have gone through the process of having their tongues cut out and their eyes burnt out.
Okay.
But these are somewhat few and far between. So you're sort of getting the impression that whoever is doing this, cutting out tongues and burning eyes out, they're doing it while people are alive, and they can't do it while they're dead.
Okay. Turn to the doctor. Is this like relatively fresh corpse, or like how long is he passed until he's since he's dead?
We bend down and have a look here.
Can I get medicine from you?
10.
Okay. You don't think you can figure it out without sticking a finger in the mouth?
Oh, I was that. Yeah. That should goes to that question.
Okay, so I'll give you advantage on your medicine check.
10 again. Perfect 10.
So I don't really know how to explain this. But yeah, you stick your tongue in your mouth and then you sort of forget what the
tongue in their mouth.
Fingers, fingers rather.
It's a medical procedure.
Fingers in the tongueless mouth is what I was trying to say.
Mouth resuscitation. This is how we cast Revivify.
This is French style.
This is a more effective method to confirm they are dead.
If it bites my tongue off, it's alive. So you do this, and you get no sort of like point about whether or not this is actually helping. You're so focused on the fact that you're justifying that it is a genuine medical procedure that you forget what the question is.
Okay. They are dead though.
Yes.
Because they didn't get up again. I'll bite my tongue. So.
Can I just go around and poke the rest of them with the thing? Do you know the staff I've got that's got a hand on it?
Yep.
Can I just use that and stick that in there?
Yeah. So you just
that's each body, like checking that they're all dead.
Yeah. So you're holding this thing very much as a spear, like skewering the wounded after battle. You're just poking them with this hand on the stick.
I think it's slightly more hygienic than sticking your actual fingers in their mouths.
Show me your cleric certificate.
I don't have one. I have a wizard's one.
There is literally no rest for the dead.
And I have other stuff.
You know what it says? I thought you could read.
I can't read common. And I vaguely can now because Morella started teaching me.
Okay. So
My scrolls are not written in they're written in lizard.
yeah, she's got her own language. Lizard folk Aztecian.
Yeah. Way to keep secrets. Give her a
It's
silent.
never been a secret. I've made it perfectly well known I don't read your language.
So it's fairly clear that these people were running from a particular location where they then sort of got cornered in this great hall as people were trying to escape. You're seeing more feathers around, but you're not seeing any indication that whatever did this was offered any form of resistance.
They were not running away from it.
Well, they were running away from it, but there's no evidence that anybody sort of like try to attack it, or
Like a fight.
yeah.
It's giving
Okay.
coal.
Yes. It sounds more like a slaughter than a battle.
Yeah.
Are they adults or are they children?
Mostly sort of like put college age, so 16 to 18, that sort of thing.
Children. We're in a room full of dead children.
This took a dark turn.
Quick turn. I'm glad I'm back, guys. This is it's kind of D&D I'm here for.
Dead teenagers. Jeez.
I'm supposed to be trying to escape real life, guys. Come on.
Oh, wow.
So, now that you've been sort of armed with this information, what would you like to do?
Well, we can confirm nobody's coming back from the dead. So I'm just everyone's splitting the staff.
Yep.
Well, I can't feel either any magic around, so I don't even understand like if there is anything worth to go and look for.
I have a
Well-
random question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we feel magic anywhere else? Just to be... I'm basically
Like,
wondering, whatever's
in the
draining
town.
the magic, could it be that it's generating anti-magic so we know it's here? Or is it better to look for somewhere there is magic?
Okay, so
It can't be anti-magic
'cause-
because he's detecting our magical stuff.
Indeed,
I-
that's what I'm saying.
My guess is that
The nully magic.
whatever
stuff.
is stealing magic has done that here. It's done that procedure with the ripping the tongues out and stuff.
Sucked it all
Yeah,
out.
but then
Yeah, but
the
I wondered
whole
if
place
it's
magicless.
generating the. Would it be generating its own magic, or is what I'm saying is it, or would it still register as not having magic, the thing that's stealing the magic?
Don't know, do we?
Yeah.
give me
Let's find
Arcana,
it and
give me
grab by
Arcana
the
on
nuts and
that.
ask it.
Who? Me? Them?
Anyone who's interested in working this out, so can do an Arcana check.
My Arcana is -1.
Well, I got a
18?
27.
Oh.
So, the one thing that you know about magic is that it's impossible to actually destroy magical energies. You can transform it, you can take it away, you can store it, but you can't actually destroy it or consume it or anything like that. So,
No. And plus
So-
you leave traces once you consume or you use magic. You reduce the
Yes.
actual...
yeah, it's like stepping into like an open field and the wind is missing. That sort of thing. It doesn't necessarily happen.
No, I'm just working out.
Okay.
Basically, I'm trying to work out if it's worth just checking areas and if somewhere feels more magical than others, then the thing's obviously there, or if it's should be the other way around. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
I do feel like if we walk around and we get a ping of magic from Barracas, then that's a good sign we're in the right direction. If we feel nothing, then we know it's probably taken the magic from the area.
Somehow I feel like Barracas sounds like a mobile phone when you say that.
Yeah. He's
Okay,
a
GPS signal.
Are you gonna start singing the what's the phone?
yeah.
The song.
He's like a walking metal detector, but for magic.
Okay,
I can
so,
beep as well, guys, if you want.
okay, so Otley then just like picks Barracas up and holds him out, so like
You was
a
gonna say
metal detector going across the ground.
Oh, that's what he's doing
waving
with
his
Quack
head across
Norris.
the ground. Like, do you smell
He's
anything?
using Quack Norris to do it. And Quack Norris, when Quack Norris quacks, we know we're there.
Quack, 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 quack,
Quack
Unfortunately,
is a
Quack
little
Norris
detector.
won't be with us any longer.
Why?
He's
What
been
did you
eaten.
do to him?
Oh yeah, being a blade person, you don't get
Changed his
your
hat.
Yeah.
5 familiar now, do you?
No.
Oh,
So it
I
was a
have
very
find
hard
familiar.
decision.
Can I find Quack Norris for him and bring him back? I think I actually have that spell.
I think you do.
5 million is like a wizard staple, isn't it? You must have it.
Yes,
I think
I
I've
have
only
find
ever
It's
familiar.
normally like not. I suppose it's just a what is Quack Norris?
Quack Norris is a demon duck.
It is an evil.
Yeah.
It transforms into a duck to hunt my past, basically.
Well, I'll retcon the sort of demonic requirements in that regard if you do want Quack Norris.
I will summon Quack Norris for him so that he doesn't lose his friend.
friend. Well,
I present
if
to you
it
Pat
happens, we
Norris,
can
I'm just
keep
going to
it
pull
for
Pat
combat.
Norris out of my pocket.
While you're doing it, I'm just going to lean over and go, are you doing a demonic ritual around a load of dead children?
Hey, at least I haven't said, can I eat them?
I mean, I just don't want anyone to walk in. It's like walking in with your pants down. You're doing a demonic ritual to try and summon some kind of demonic creature.
No,
around
let's
the-
pull him out
the
of my
dead
pocket!
It doesn't look good. I'm just saying it doesn't look good.
Yeah,
Fine, you know what?
no,
I'm going to open
yeah.
my tan bag, I'm going to throw some things out of my pocket.
Oh dear. You're going to have to keep
You haven't
track
even looked
of
in your pocket for 10 minutes.
No, I have a bag.
You have to keep track of which animal it is, because
Yeah.
there's no token at the moment.
That's fine. Let me find the right dice. I throw a giant hyena at them. Duh.
Okay. Okay.
Don't know has a giant hyena on his face.
Oh, it's coming towards me.
Yes, I threw it at you.
Animal handling. I'm going to tickle its chin.
It's under my control, so if I tell it to bite you, it'll bite you. But it's just worse. It's like it's going to cackle. It's a hyena.
Okay, so are you going to mount the hyena?
Me?
Yeah,
Cool.
Dirk can go on the hyena if he wants.
Okay.
No, fuck that. Sure, keep it. It's scary. I don't want any part of this demonic ritual. You summoning shit around dead children.
I
I've been
didn't
involved
summon
in
it.
war
I pulled it
before,
out of a
don't
magic
get involved
bag.
He's like, I've been involved in this exact situation one too many times.
again. Why do you think I'm here? I have to leave my fucking continent.
This is why you get a bag of tricks. I'm just going to hold out my little bag of tricks.
I am a bag of tricks.
He's a beard of tricks. I'm just gonna reach in his beard and pull out just the first thing that's there. Like, see? And just hold out whatever it is.
Okay, let's have a look.
Seven-headed child.
Matt's just going to open the beer and see what's first.
Please don't be a child.
The DM. It's one of the previous dead teenagers from the previous incident who've just been left in there.
Okay, so...
Onyx is like, why am I here?
It's a small skull.
Uh,
A drinking cup.
Just random item from the beard.
what would be interesting? Instead of a child, you pull out several drug-related mushrooms.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, these might be the ones we stuffed in here before, and I'm gonna put them back.
Alright, so tricks and what tricks? What we gonna do? Are we having a walk around to see if we can I can beep any magic around? Or should we just go and look somewhere?
Let's go beat for some magic. Can
Okay.
I hear sniff stuff?
If I'm honest, I'm curious. There can't be this amount of death and destruction, and there not be any sign of, any more than just blood and feathers. There must be something more afoot here, right?
Cool. Let's have a look around. Well,
Yeah.
Someone must be
Whatever
covering
could
their
be.
tracks. Yeah.
Okay then, so this will effectively be a group investigation check, if that makes sense. But instead of you just doing general investigation, I'll basically let you pick a skill, and so you basically justify how that would help, and then see if you basically hit the requirement.
Oh,
You have to decide you go first, Matt.
possibilities.
Okay, so we'll just simply go first to Barracus. You go first.
Damn, I was not ready.
what are we doing? Like, are we looking? So what are we looking for here?
Basically, clues to what's going on. But Matt's saying you can choose what you want.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
any
pick a
clues.
skill and then
Basically
explain why you're using that skill and,
Yeah.
and in what way.
I
Yeah.
can go first if somebody wants.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Please
pick
do.
Arcana.
Yep.
Because I want to check if I can identify what ritual they're actually using to rip the
Yeah, cool.
magical pieces out of people.
Sure.
I got a 25.
Nice.
Okay, so you're not entirely sure on the actual ritual. This isn't magic as you would recognise it. This isn't sort of like somebody cast a spell and it happened. You're picturing that this is more the power of a creature, as opposed to a sorcerer going abracadabra, I steal your magic.
It's a creature that's been summoned to do the damage.
Yeah.
There you go.
So what was your score?
27.
Okay. Okay, who's next?
Wait, what's the result?
27 so far.
I've
No, no.
established that it's a creature that's been summoned by a ritual that's doing the damage.
Okay. But who did the ritual? Like, who's that stupid to summon something that evil?
I'll do an insight check to think about a motive
Nice.
for anyone doing something so evil. Oh shit! I got a 13.
Right. So, movie insights. 13. Okay, so but even with that 13, you can sort of ascertain that given sort of the utter destruction that's happened here, like nobody has been left alive here, but plus sort of like the infection which has been going on, somebody has held a great grudge against this place. Like there's a lot of rage, there's a lot of anger, and it smells of vengeance here in some sort of way, shape, or form. This isn't something that just happened; it's happened here deliberately.
Someone had their mockery.
Promise it wasn't me.
Onyx, do you want to go next?
Are we just trying to figure out, like, why this happened?
Basically, you're now just doing a group investigation. So basically pick a skill as what you think could help here and basically justify why you're doing it.
Okay. Because, like, at a stretch, I'd say I'd go survival to see if there's, like, any other, like, signs of, like, or, like, items that were potentially, like, used or tracks of, like, something else that's a little suspicious. Things that just don't seem quite right.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a push,
No, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Completely
that
makes
works.
sense.
Basically,
Yeah, no,
tracking to
I
see
think
if the
that makes
creature's
sense.
left any clues behind, like direction where it's
Yeah.
gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could be following tracks. We've got Revi's spent the time trying to work out what kind of motive there might be. We've had a check on what kind of magic might have been able to suck magic out of people like this.
Which is basically a creature that's been summoned by
So,
some sort of other
yeah,
magic.
from the sounds of it, it's a creature's ability, not a spell.
Okay.
Which would then put it
Um,
right in Onyx's ballpark. As a
and then
ranger.
Yeah, so so the magic being siphoned out of people is a creature's ability, not a spell.
Okay.
It was done out of some sort of hatred or grudge against the college. So tracking
I don't
down.
think it's just the college, because he was. We also found the same evidence at the house.
Yeah, but
Yes,
was,
but
that's,
only-
her
only-
friend said
only
her
the
friend said
bard?
she was part of a student at the college.
Yeah.
It
No,
just
but to be fair, it was a wizard and a cleric in the house. So it might be someone is angry against magic users in general. We don't
didn't
know, but
really
it was done
find
out of
out.
hatred.
We just
Yeah.
asked her about her friend. We didn't actually ask about other people that might have lived with her friend that could have been other students or teachers.
Yeah, to be fair, the friend might have been the one that was turned on the fireplace. Like, that might be the friend.
Yeah, because the ones one had it ripped out, one didn't. and they just butchered everyone.
Yeah, we didn't know which was the friend. We just knew that that's the friend's house.
But
and
either
there
way,
was
the
three
friend
in
was dead. So
Yeah.
either we deaded them or they were already dead.
Alright, Alex, let's do this survival then.
Yeah, someone's just doing survival one.
Yep.
So I think she needs to roll for it then.
Oh, yeah, I've got it. Hang on. Yes. 21.
Okay, so what exactly are you looking for with a survival check?
Tracks and stuff is what she said.
Oh, God.
Is there anything out of place? You said, didn't you?
Yeah, anything
Yeah.
out of place?
Or creature tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, more creature tracks to see where it went and such.
Okay, so you're seeing a lot of sort of like marks from where, but it seems that during this sort of like chase, there were some people who were able to dodge out of the way of various attacks. So you're seeing, but what appears to be, in some places there are 2 large scratch marks, and then in other cases there are places where there are 3 scratch marks. So it's sort of like the difference between like Wolverine and the girl from Logan. forgotten what her name was.
X26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're also seeing, as you pass the corner, and you can see that 3 people have been effectively cut in half, and they were all standing next to each other, and they all appear to have been cut with the same slice.
So hold on, it's more than one creature then?
Yeah,
Do we can establish it's more than one creature?
Yeah.
No,
So
it was one slice cleaved through 3 targets at once.
That must be a pretty big thing. How has nobody seen it?
Is it
Well, they might turn back. It might turn back into a human as well. I'm going to see in this. I'm going to guide myself, turn into a giant badger,
Yep.
and have a really good fucking sniff around everything. And I have advantage on checks that rely on smell.
Sure. So this would be a perception check, yeah?
Yes, and I already rolled because I'm impatient. I rolled a natural 20 and a 13 and a 3 on my guidance for a 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the one thing that you're picking up is that while there is death and destruction literally everywhere, so you're sort of very much like walloped in the face by this, by the sense of all of this, you can see that the oldest sort of like destruction, like basically where the original killings were started, appear to be in the auditorium.
Is that a different room to what we're in?
You're basically just wandering the corridors at this point, but basically the auditorium would be where the like the theatre productions are held, the
Big lectures.
yeah, the big lectures, that sort of thing.
I'm going to follow that smell and see where it takes me.
Okay. Right, so Otley, what would you like to do?
I will probably not leave the badger on its own, but I was originally thinking of checking the bodies to see, or like for those that look reasonably intact, to see if they had anything in particular on them. I suppose in general, but like they might have something that indicates who they are, or if they knew anything.
Sure.
But if the badger's going on his own, then I wouldn't want to leave him unprotected.
Well, you can sort of do this as the as sort of like the badger does, like stop and sniffs and sort of stuff. So can I get investigation from you?
Yeah. It's an 11.
Okay. So the one thing that you're determining, like you can't necessarily get any context out of this, but they do seem to be wearing on they're all in various uniforms, and these uniforms have different colours, sort of like around the edges of all of their clothes, so like on the cuffs, on the collars, that sort of thing. And you can see that the younger ones are in red, whereas the older ones are in sort of whites, golds, and blues.
Okay.
But you can also tell that anything that these people had on them has not been taken off their bodies.
It's the same as the house.
Yes, there's not been any sort of like looting of bodies that's been going on here, bar the ones that have had their magic taken from them.
Which we're assuming everyone here has.
Only the ones that were killed, those haven't. The ones that seem to have suffered minor wounds have then gone through the process of their magic.
So some magic must be more valuable than others. Or they're after a particular type of magic.
Okay, so Barakas, you're the only one left.
I'm gonna stick with the plan, and I decided to go and have a look around, even if he's detaching from the group.
So you're just going on your metal detecting?
Yeah.
Yeah, still kind of being in range. I don't want to go way too far. Not like an horror movie style. It's just like...
Yeah, sure. So you're journeying through the sort of through the corridors, and you're sort of, even though you're not picking up anything on sort of like this radius that you're going on, you are picking up sort of like on the very fringes of it a general direction of where there might be magic. You didn't detect this before because it was further away from you. So, like, you were at one end of the college, this is on the other. But as you're journeying through the college, it's becoming clearer that in a particular direction there is magic, and that just happens to be the direction that the badger is going in.
The badger?
The badger.
Badger and the dwarf.
Yes. Well, I follow them and I say, guys, hold on. I can feel some magic coming from that direction. Maybe we should all go together.
Otley will nod as he's like checking one of the bodies at this point. He's like, they're taking a slow stroll anyway, as like the badger's sniffing stuff, and he's like checking bodies as they go. He'll just nod and like gesture to come with.
And do you have your hyena with you?
Yeah, I'm sitting on it.
Okay, so Tordum is now riding the hyena alongside the giant badger. Okay, so you journey through the corridors, meeting more and more signs of like complete and utter destruction, and you can see that the crowds are getting more and more packed the closer you get to the auditorium.
I mean, crowds of bodies, yeah.
Yep, crowds of bodies.
Okay.
There are only a few hundred people in this college, but even then, like 100 people in sort of like one place is a big pile of dead people. And as you sort of like get to the doorway of the auditorium, which has this sort of wider sort of hallway, you can sort of see this is where people would congregate to get into the auditorium. You can see that some sort of sorting process seems to have occurred, where people who are dead are being thrown into one pile, and people who are harvestable are going into another pile. But then, at some point, this effort seems to have been abandoned, and so you're just simply met with these two sort of half piles of bodies.
Are the bodies current? I mean, how they? I guess they're still dressed. So, are they wearing kind of like uniforms that we seen in the same college, or they
Yeah, everybody here, bar like sort of the elderly teachers, they all seem to be in effectively college uniform.
I mean, my question was, there is no outsiders, so this is not a nest.
Yeah, there's no civilian people.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so the doors to the auditorium are closed, but there's a lot of sort of damage to them. So they're just sort of closed by the virtue of the fact that sort of gravity has pulled them closed, as opposed to them being locked or obstructed in any way.
Guess we're going to open the door. Can I just point out, how has nobody noticed that there's a massacre at the college in the town?
Especially the Black Dragons.
They
haven't even noticed that, like, all these people haven't returned home or whatever.
They've
No
been
one's
quarantined,
noticed
haven't
that
they?
there's a whole bunch of people missing.
Okay, so
Unless it was still dead.
can I
They're all
get
quarantined in their houses and stuff.
can I get
My
insight?
medical
Come here.
my medical check didn't say how long ago everyone was killed.
Yeah.
Can I
We've
get
got no
insight?
way of knowing.
Can I get insight on you to see if you guys can make a guess?
From who or everybody?
Everyone.
Oh my! Don't ask.
18.
I will not
18.
ask.
9 plus insight.
Yep.
14.
Onyx?
Insight, just to make sure, right?
Yep.
Yep.
27.
Okay.
Jesus.
So the dragon did mention, albeit in passing, that there was a jurisdiction issue. So it might be that the dragons are actually aware of what's happened in the college, but they don't have the capacity to action it.
But they couldn't have told us.
It said purge the infection. What if it meant kill the creature doing this?
Go and toilet, guys. Sorry, 1 second.
It was mushroom related.
In character.
Well, Tordum is right. The dragon said absolutely nothing about anything that was happening in the college. So you get the impression that it didn't know, but its focus is on the infection, the spreading of this disease that has been happening in the houses. So, but whether that's a case of it doesn't care what's happened in the college or is completely unaware of it, that's very much up in the air.
We established the disease wasn't medical, it was more magical in origin to a degree, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So potentially whatever's doing this mass murdering is causing the infection. So if we get rid of the mass murdering thing, we might be able to stop the infection.
Well, that's my thought. I'm thinking. So from the sounds of it, the dragon might not it likely didn't know about the college massacre, but it knew about the infection in the town, and it asked us to get rid of that. And there's also a jurisdiction issue, so it might be that it didn't know about the college because it's beyond its jurisdiction, but the town is, or that half of the town is. So that might be why the dragon only had limited knowledge.
Fair enough.
I don't think the dragon did not know. Come on, a dragon on that power with guards all around the city do not have the jurisdiction of going to the college.
Yeah, but I understand it didn't have the jurisdiction to go into the college, but it would notice that the people are not coming back and going to their homes that are in its jurisdiction.
But it might not, because they might live in the college, or the people have been quarantined, so like nobody's seen anyone because they've been in their own homes.
That's a
So like they might not have witnessed it because they're not out in the streets and visiting their friends.
Yeah, so you're picking up that there's a lot of convolutedness going on here.
Yeah,
I think
like,
we
we
need to
questioned
talk
that
to the
woman
Black
and she
Dragon
said to
so
go
we
to
can
her
finish.
friend's house, but she didn't know her friend was dead. She could have easily have just gone and visited her friend and found that out, but she didn't know.
Okay, so are you guys going inside the auditorium?
Yeah.
Yeah. And walk in with the badger.
Okay. Let me quickly sort out tokens for you guys.
You bastard.
What?
When he said about the feathers, I had a weird hunch of what the creature is, and I was right. And I hate it.
Okay, so the badger is your
You
token.
might need to give him control of it.
So let me. Right, so you should have control over the giant badger now. Is it a giant hyena or a normal?
I think he left a second.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
sure.
gone to the bathroom.
Okay, and then Tordum has the giant hyena as well, which he's currently riding on. Okay, so you guys step through the doors and start stepping down towards the auditorium, and you can see that this place is very much sort of like the highlight of the college. There's massive curtains that go sort of floor to ceiling, and you can see that the size of the college is probably most likely to allow for the giant height of this room in particular, because this is several stories high. The sofas that you can see are clearly very comfortable ones, so people are clearly set to sit here for quite a long time. On the stage, you're seeing a number of different people. So first off, you're seeing these gigantic red beasts, and your attention is drawn toward the top of them, where they've got two giant pincered arms, and then underneath those arms they've got normal humanoid arms. Then hanging sort of like from the rafters, upside down, are some very vulture-like creatures, which I'm guessing you've already sort of worked out what they are.
Yeah, Vrock.
Oh, Vrock.
A Vurok or a rock?
Rock.
The Rock.
Vrock.
I don't know what that
The,
is.
I
I
forget
don't
the
think the Vrock.
demon lord's name, but yeah, they're a demon of things.
I stated there were demon bones. No one believed me.
And then sort of hovering above the ground, sort of like 10 feet, is a very massive creature, but that seems to be made up of entirely of black light. It's got ghostly limbs and is just covered in armor, and its helmet is all-encompassing, bar this white line which is glowing, and it's and hanging over one shoulder is a giant scythe.
I think we found what killed those 3 people in a line.
Does he click something with me? That is it something related to my patron? Like it looks kind of like it.
Can I get a history check from you?
11.
You are sort of picking up that this is some sort of darkness-based creature, but you're not picking up what it would be.
Okay.
But you're fairly sure that you haven't seen something like this before. If you had, you would remember.
Okay. Agent of Chaos.
Okay, so the first thing that you can ascertain from this situation is that the 2 red demons and this black light thing are having some sort of argument, and the Vrox are sort of chittering away in excitement at what is basically happening here.
Is it too far away to hear what they say?
Yeah, so at the moment you're at the back of the theatre. Like the noise is being carried, but their voices are just so guttural that you're just sort of, like picking up the bass of what they're saying. So listening to a concert when you're right next to the speakers.
Yeah.
So would anybody like to try and get closer or anything like that?
Yeah, I was going to say, could we get closer if we haven't been seen? Could we maybe do it quietly?
Right. Yes. Stealthy.
Am I still a giant badger? Where are we now? Sorry, I went to the loo and missed it. Are we still in?
Badger was taking a piss behind the sofas while we were.
And the hyena is
Doing
going hee.
Yeah.
Where are we? Down the
So we
back?
walked in. We're down the bottom. We walked in this auditorium. There's some Varrock. There's like 3 of those hanging upside down, making chattering noises, and in excitement watching something going on. There's this weird ghostly thing with a scythe. Seems to be having an argument with 2 Galbrizos with their like pincer arms and shit. So there's some sort of argument going on, but it's on a stage, so I don't know if it's a performance or if they're just arguing. We can't tell what they're doing, so we're going to try and sneak closer and see if we can get a better sound.
Bear's just going to bury 10 feet into the earth.
Okay,
He's just going to dig his way closer.
Quietly dig down. Just dig down 5 feet and in 5 feet. So.
Okay, so you are going to be tearing through wood in this regard. So
then he won't do that.
No, hang on. As I am skilled with carpenter's tools, could I assist him to pry an opening quietly with my tools?
Oh my god.
So that he can then burrow underneath quietly.
Purely
and then I'll
because
follow him through.
Purely because of the ridiculousness of it, I will say yes. See if you can stealthily.
I'm gonna pry open some floor panels.
See,
With that,
yeah. So you listen to the guttural sounds of the arguments, and when the red demon sort of let out a roar of indignation, you then use that as cover to pull open the floorboards. So yes, so allow burrowing speed.
Alright, I'm going to follow the giant ass badger into the hole so we can slowly get closer.
And then you hear Frank behind you. I too follow you into the hole, darling.
There's no escape.
Only if you're quiet. Yeah, only if you're quiet, Frank, you can follow us. He's going to poke his head out to the others and he's going to be like, be ready on our signal. It might take us a while. And then he's going to give with his little eagle eye sight, he's going to work out how close they have to dig so he can signal when to dig up.
Yeah, Vargas looks at that and just crouches up to walk forward.
It's going to be a great plan, guys. We believe in you.
Okay, so Onyx, what would you like to do?
Good question. No idea. Because, me, as in me, myself, Trin, Seeing the Tormentor, I'm getting PTSD because I have a sneaky suspicion that it's from Destiny.
I don't know
Or
what you
it looks-
mean. Whoever said that I would plagiarize from Destiny?
No, never. Either way, I'm terrified. I'm scared shitless. And I don't think Onyx wants to be here either. Not to mitigate, but. Oh god. Oh,
Alright then,
god.
can I get a wisdom saving throw to see if you can overcome your terror?
Oh god, okay. Wisdom saving throw. How wise am I? Not too bad. That is 19.
Yeah, so you remember a dream that you once had where you went to the planet Neptune for some reason, where you battled against the Emperor of the Martians in a very badly designed room that for some reason had giant bottomless pit beneath it, and no actual reason as to why it was there, and a grueling fight that you took part in where the only way to actually win the fight was to kill everybody but the Emperor, and then deal with the Emperor all by himself.
God, yeah. That was awful.
You remember all the pain that you felt every single time that you died, and had to start the fight all over again.
The chat break.
Yeah, good
Okay.
times. Thank you, Destiny.
Okay, so Revi, what would you like to do? Oh, and you did overcome your fear.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna enhance ability. Because these guys are digging up the floorboards, right? So it might be useful to. I don't know. I sense a fight coming. Hit points are good.
Yeah. Otley did say that on our be ready on our signal. We're gonna try, I think, slowly dig towards them and bust out through the floor to surprise them.
Slowly.
I mean, I don't know how quick the fucking badger can dig, and I'm just following it in the big ass
Yeah.
toilets.
It's
Just
10
try and
feet.
open the floor.
I could do 20 feet around if I action movement.
Yeah, but then you've got action, and then you've got because you can dash. So you got your movement.
Dashes would it's just a fucking badger, man. He ain't got dash as like a bonus action.
No,
He
but you can do
goes-
it as your action.
Yeah, but it's 10 feet, so it's 10 feet plus 10 feet.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. Alright, we can go 20 foot per round.
Okay,
It's like 4 rounds.
I'll add
We're
on an
going,
extra
like-
5 feet because Otley is just pushing the badger from behind. And
Yeah,
then
he's just following the badger. He's not getting in his way. He'll just, when we're ready the other side, he'll be ready to
Yeah.
pry open the board so we can jump out.
You will be covered in dirt. It's all going backwards.
Wood
He's a
chips.
dwarf. He doesn't care.
yeah. Fucking
He's
be
used to
helping
this
me.
shit.
Yeah. Get a fucking pickaxe out. Get up front with me. Let's go.
okay, so
I don't have a pickaxe. I've got a carpenter's tools.
Yeah.
okay, so in relation to where you're aiming to go, where do you want to go?
That way.
Us digging, you mean?
Yeah.
In a Otley remembered a straight line forward. That's what he's guiding. He's gonna keep the badger focused, digging in a straight line, so we can emerge in the stage.
So you want to appear some sort of here?
Yeah, somewhere about there. Yeah.
Okay, I'll move
So
you
that would
guys.
take 20, 30, 40. Yeah. So
So-
20 foot a turn. It's going to take us about 5 rounds.
Yeah, so that's only 20 seconds.
In those 20 seconds, can I try to get sneakily close to them to try to understand what they're saying?
Yep, can I get a self check from you, please?
Yeah.
Now, this is one of those situations where, depending on what route you go, will determine the difficulty of your stealth.
Oh, well.
Because there's broken glass all over the floor.
Okay, what about here?
What about him?
Well, okay. Stealth, here he goes. Oh. Can I use one of my hero points?
Of course.
Thanks. Alright, I'll take that. That's a 15.
Okay, so you managed to you almost go head over heels with by tripping over a severed arm, but you manage to catch yourself just in time, and it just so happens that the time that one of the rocks lets out a very particularly loud squawking noise is when that happens, so you're safe. You press yourself up to the sofa in front of you and you attempt to listen in, and you can hear the demons are basically saying that I answer to Zariel. I do not recognize your God Slayer. And then in a very sort of like high-pitched screeching of a voice, you hear the tormentor this creature then go in response, Murad deserves your loyalty. Your Zariel is nothing to my liege. My liege who has killed the very gods themselves. How long do you think your Zariel will last without aid from my lord?
They talking about like infernal demoniac gods? Well, rulers?
Shit.
Yeah, Zariel's an archdevil, current
That's
ruler of
great.
Avernus, if you're going by 5e lore. The other one I can't remember.
Okay, so Barakas, you have heard, you know both, you know of Zariel, and you have heard of Murad, but you've never actually sort of encountered them in the same way that the others of the group have. But Murad is effectively the BBG of the campaign, as it were. But you remember... sorry, can I get a history check from you, please?
Oh! Wait. Sorry, yeah, but Murad was not one of the major lords. That's a 6, by the way.
Nice.
Okay,
Right.
you remember hearing about it, hearing the name in a book of some sort, but you don't remember sort of the details of where and when. And also, the creatures are shouting out in Abyssal, and the tormentor creature is where's it gone? Is speaking in deep speech. I believe you understand both of those.
I do as well.
I know infernal.
I do both, yeah.
Okay, so in sort of like the 6 seconds of listening, that's what you hear. So Onyx, now that you've overcome your fear, what would you like to do? Trini, you there?
3.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what would be best. Guessing the game plan is to, wipe these bad boys out, right?
Get in position somewhere advantage, so you're ready to get in action, I guess.
Okay, so
So
while you're figuring that out, we can go to Revi if you like.
Yeah, sure.
So Revi, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast that enhanced ability for Bear's Endurance for get some temporary HP going.
Is that just for you, or is that for everybody?
I'm gonna do it as a fourth level. No, yes, a fourth level spell slot, which is me plus 2 targets.
Okay.
Yeah,
So who are you casting this on?
Otley and Tyler in the hole.
Oh, shit. Are
Okay,
we
so-
going? What, is this our planning round? Are we going?
No, this lasts for an hour. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're already tunneling, man.
Yeah, we're up there. I'm waiting for when we're going to burst out, like what we're going to do when we burst out.
Yeah.
So you burst out of the floor. Ah! Okay, what was next?
Otley's plan is like, when we get to where we're going, he's gonna we're gonna get ready and then do our thing.
Okay, so how many temporary hit points do they get?
7 each.
Okay. And this is plus the ones that you may still have from the meal that you had prepared for you as well. Okay, so what would you like to do now?
I guess I'm gonna just follow everyone.
Okay. So put.
Not going down the tunnel. I'll just.
I guess I'm 2 in the hole.
Okay. So say here.
If I'm touching.
Okay. So the giant hyena moves forward with Torden on its back and sort of hides behind one of the couches. Okay. So put Trin. Have you decided what you're doing?
Yeah, I think the best bet for me for the time being is to just hide, behind either one of these, just to keep my distance, because as much as a beefy boy I wish I were, I am not, in fact, a beefy boy. So distance is probably my best friend.
Alright then, so put... Okay, so are you guys effectively going to be fighting from here with the melee guys up here?
Yeah, we're probably in a distance spell.
Well, if it's 20 seconds, I will try. I wanted to try to get a little bit closer as well.
Sure.
If I have the chance.
Sure. Where are you going to move to?
I was thinking to climb the sofas, whatever that was before, to arrive literally in front of me.
Okay, you can try going underneath if you want.
Oh, that's easier. Yes, please.
Okay, so yeah, you just go on your belly and just crawl over to the bit in front of you.
Cool. Get in position, swords and shield out, waiting for the signal.
Okay, so are you going to move any closer, or are you happy where you are?
I'm okay where I am. Providing I can see things, I'm fine.
And Onyx, you're happy with where you are?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Alright then, so Badger, Otley, and Revy, and Frank, effectively it's down to you guys to begin the conflict, as it were.
When did Frank join in?
He's in the hole with them.
Oh,
shit.
gosh, I should have shoot the grenade.
Oh, I think I have a grenade.
You're a badger, though.
That's true, I'm a badger.
We got that exploding cat? Teddy bear? What was
Yeah,
it?
the rabbit. But we didn't plan for it, so you guys, you will not know.
Okay.
I don't want you to be in the middle.
That can be the signal then.
Yeah, but we didn't decide it.
You'll know the signal when you see it, though.
I can retcon it to allow for Grenadio the rabbit going off being the...
You
being
could give
signal.
us the rabbit if you want, and we could I'll lift up a floorboard and just throw it up and shut the floorboard and then activate my rage ready to jump out.
No, I don't think it is a wise idea to use it right on top of you.
Yeah, because it's a 20-foot sphere, effectively.
I can rage before it blows up, just in case.
Whoever let that get away with a good time.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one coming out of this with a downside. I'm a doctor, I can deal with it, right?
We'll be fine.
Okay, so...
Just out of context, how far I can throw it?
it's basically just... it's 20 feet.
20 feet. Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, so it's only to here.
So it might be better to give it to say they've got it and throw it out.
Or you could once we've made the signal, you can run forward and just chuck it.
How heavy is the rabbit?
It's less than a pound.
Can I throw catapult spell at him and throw it
Yeah, so you can...
catapult the rabbit? If he throws it back to me, can I then use catapult to rebound it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice move.
Jesus, yes, let's do this.
Because technically I'm close enough that you can throw it to me, and then I'll just catapult it at them.
Yeah.
Which means bear in mind there's ones on the ceiling as well.
So the
How high
catapult
is the floor to the
spell,
ones
you don't
hanging,
have to
ones on the
trigger it
floor?
from yourself.
50 feet.
So
You
couldn't
could just
sort of aim it for the
catapult it
middle and
from
get
his
all of them.
hands. You don't actually need it to get to you.
Yes, because it's basically an
He
object.
can put it on his hand, hold it up in the air so it's just above the sofa, and you could just fire it in a
Yep,
straight shot,
we'll do
clean
that.
out.
There you go. I'm casting catapult on the bunny.
Right. As that's going off, we can Otley's gonna jump up and smash through the floorboards and activate his rage and be ready, with the badger following.
All right
Yeah.
then. So
He's gonna punch something straight in the face.
all right then. So can I get initiatives from you, and then we'll do your surprise attack.
Okay, so we're doing
Yes,
initiative and then
ma'am.
we're going to do that. Because technically the thing that gets hit by that also has to do a saving throw. If it hits
I rolled with
anything.
advantage for no reason, and I rolled 2 9s.
Nice. I got a 19. It's already thrown out.
Lovely. For some reason there's 2 Otleys now, so bear with it. Bear with. Yeah, never mind. Okay, put... McKelly, what did you get?
Sorry, I forgot. 17.
Joe, what did you get?
12.
Revi, what did you get?
10.
Nat?
14.
Onyx?
19.
Okay. Okay, so you throw the. So basically, in order to activate this explosive rabbit, you effectively need to break its neck.
No.
So you twist its head and then grab it by its ears and just lob it, and Toldum then cast catapult on it. So if you'd like to mark off that spell.
Yep, marked it off.
And the rabbit basically just soars, say, here. Basically where underneath, just on top of where the badger is.
Should we say we aim it at one of the creatures? Because technically then it'll also get, if I hit a creature with the item I'm throwing, it then has to do a dex saving throw and take some damage from actually being smacked in the face by something.
That's true.
One's getting hit in the face with a grenade, and then looking down and realising it was a grenade. You're like, you cunt! And then you look down, and it's like,
It's not even a grenade, it's a fucking, toy rabbit. It's like, oh, bastard, who threw some Build-A-Bear at me? And then it
Can
just
we just
explodes.
do that, please? We're throwing it in the face of the nearest creature.
Okay, so.
Burakas can pick which target he wants to hit, because obviously I'm just firing the spell from him, so technically he's putting the direction.
What level are you doing your catapult at?
I just think I've just done it. I marked off the spell slot I did it at.
So that'll be level 3.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm on.
Okay, so can I get... So first off, it will do its dex save against the catapult.
Which creature are we hitting it at?
Are we hitting the creature or?
We're saying if we hit a creature in the face with it, it'll take damage from being hit in the face as well.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
So just which
we're
one do you
hitting
want
the
to
big one.
target? Do you want to target the crabby person or the...
It looks, well, to be honest, it looks like the guy in the middle is the one that opposed to the others. But never mind, they're all going down anyway.
Wait,
so you
you
choose
pick the one you want to hit and just tell Matt so he knows which one's got a roll. There you go.
the phantom guy.
There you go, wants to hit the phantom guy.
Okay, right, so it gets a 0 to its dex save, so it failed on a 3. So it has taken... Can I get the catapult damage?
Yep. 3d8 bludgeoning damage. It's taken 19 damage from being smacked in the face by a bunny.
19 bunny in the face damage.
Okay, so... Okay, so it's taken its... so the bunny flies through the air and lets out a as it hits him and just lands on the floor, and then it explodes. So who would like to roll and put 50d6 for me?
Rolling right now.
Oh my god.
50.
5-0.
Hang on.
That's.
How many players are there?
Damage.
How,
I think
how many
it's
people
dead.
are playing?
I think that's
It is
501. No,
1,763 damage.
I think you added an extra 451 d6 there.
Yeah. You rolled 501 d6, not 50.
No, come on, no. This is one. No, guys, this was discreet. Come on, my bad. Alright.
Malagas is like, come on, rule of cool. It clearly did 1,700 damage.
10 times damage more than normal. Don't worry about it.
Shh. No one will never notice. Come on.
All right,
Just trying to see what the average.
189.
Luckily, like doing it on Roll20, it does actually highlight the amounts of 6s and 1s. I can say with the
It's very average.
The 501 was very average. Like there were more 1s, 2s, and 3s than there were 4, 5s, and 6s. Whereas the other one was mostly 4s. So okay, so that's 189 bunny explosion damage happening. Okay, calculator time.
That's the signal. And it's piercing damage. It's not magic. It's not nothing, right?
Yep.
Well,
I'm so happy I got to use the catapult spell finally.
But it does still do a considerable amount of damage to put all of the things involved.
So it hits those 4.
he eats everybody. Come on.
Okay, so the rock which was hanging directly above them lets out a very massive screech, as that seems to have taken the most damage out of all of it, in relation to like its health, and with that, combat then starts. So, Otley, but if you would like to make your opening move.
Nice. So Otley, like as they like would have gotten to where they're getting, and it's like they're right below the floorboards. He's sort of like, he'd be taking a second, and he'd be, saying to the badger, he's like, all right, as soon as we go up, follow me, and just attack everything that's nearby. And as he's like raging and busting through the floor, I'm assuming the explosion goes off. In Otley's mind, he did that explosion. He doesn't know the bunt plan. He just thinks his utter raw strength and rage made an explosion. And as he busts, he like jumps up and like punches through the floor like Superman flying into the sky. He throws his other fist forward for like a quick 2 punches to that the Tormentor guy.
All right then. Can I get your to hit rolls?
That is this one. Is this advantage because it's surprised or just flat rolls?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
That is a 18 to hit and a 27 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay, so the first one is 7 bludgeoning plus 2 from rage, so 7, and then 13 plus 2, so 24 total.
24. And you do magical damage with your knuckles because of your claws, don't you?
Yeah, I'll just double check the insignia. Yeah. Attacks are considered to be magical, and the +1 from that is already included.
Okay. Okay, so is that both hits or just one?
That was both hits.
Okay.
So it was 7 plus 2 and then a 13 plus 2, so 24
Okay.
from
So
his 2 punches.
So even though that this thing doesn't necessarily seem to have much corporeal form, you are still able to do enough damage to it that it's very much knocked back, but then immediately comes back to its original position. Not in the case that it moves back; it literally just phases back into that position. Okay. Anything as a bonus? Sorry, your rage was your bonus, wasn't it?
Rage was a bonus. In hindsight, I could have used the storm boots to hit it with lightning as I'm next to it, but I'm not going to worry about that.
All right then. Well, bear in mind that the badger and Revi are also next to you as well.
to badger up.
It does specify hostile creature with the boots.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so Onyx, you're up.
Okay.
Look it up.
Oh, Matt, I can't see the turn order, by the way. The initiative on Roll20.
Oh,
I did see it.
let me
It's not added everyone
see
else.
if... Does that help at all?
Nope.
Yes, because half of us just aren't there for
I
it.
see just
I just
the
see
enemy.
Otley and 3
Yeah.
I've got it on my screen, so but I can just simply tell you what's happening.
was-
It'll basically be Onyx and then Tormentor.
Oh god. Alright, let me double check. Let me double check. Hang on. Because shockingly, I don't think normal arrows are gonna do jack shit against this dude. Oh, I do have silver ones. I'm gonna... it's not undead though, is it? Or is it? I don't know. Can I discern if silver arrows are gonna do a thing against this thing? The Tormentor dude in particular?
Yeah, you can have a look. But can I get either Arcana or Nature with you?
So that's a natural 1. With the sticks in total, so...
Okay. But you're not entirely sure, but you do believe that silver works on pretty much everything, so therefore it should work.
It should work. Yeah, fuck it, with that sort of mentality, it's evil. Silver's good against evil things, right? Right? So, fuck it, we'll use a silver arrow, see if it does anything. Okay. With that, I shall hopefully shoot at the Tormentor dude. Where's my bow? There it is. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yeah, just.
Okay, that's good.
Who are you shooting to?
This bad boy. Spooky one.
Okey-doke.
Not to metagame, but I have PTSD, so... I'm justified, I'd like to think. Oh, I keep clicking on all the wrong tabs. Okay, 1d plus... So that's 14 piercing damage. Plus...
Do you want Hunter's Marker as well?
Yes, please. Oh my god, I did so well last time and forgot this time, bro. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay. So that's 7 plus d6 plus d6.
Wait, where did the 7 come from, sorry?
Sorry, I thought you rolled a 7 to start off with.
Oh no, I got 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. 14 piercing damage, because I got an 8, and then it's plus 6, I think.
Okay.
Let me double check. Yes.
Okay, so then the damage from your fire arrow,
1!
and then
Two
damage
great.
from your Hunter's Mark.
3!
Okay, so that's your first shot. So the arrow soars through the air, hits it, and you can hear the arrow just sort of bounce off its armor and clatter away. The fire and the Hunter's Mark aspect of your attack seem to have done the most damage to it.
Okay. You have to test these things, you know? It's science, right? That's how it works. Okay. I won't waste another silver arrow in that case, then.
You can just shoot straight from the bow if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. It seems smarter, I feel. And I'm gonna sharpshooter it this time. I'm feeling a little brave.
Alright.
Okay, so that is... 27 to hit?
Is that including the -5?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
I got 17. Okay.
So you start off with 10. So then the damage from the arrow, please.
That is 11.
Plus the fire damage.
4.
Plus the hunter's mark.
5.
So that's 21 damage total, yep.
Yes!
Okay. All of that has impacted against this thing in a very definitive capacity.
Hey, I'm doing something.
Okay, so you're now no longer hidden, so would you like to do anything? In terms of movement?
Ooh, good point. Is it like a move to like tuck behind something, or is that bonus, or?
No, it will just simply be a case of just taking cover, but it knows that you are there, so
Okay.
but
Can
so it will be
I
able to
take
attack
cover
you.
and shuffle?
Sure.
Gonna just shuffle there. You wouldn't suspect a thing.
Alright then. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, so now it is the Tormentor's turn. And
Oh no.
taking offence with the fact that it's been blown up by a bunny... Sorry, it's been bunnied and then blown up. And then shot twice. Then punched twice, like by a dwarf. While you're sort of in the air doing this whack attack, it is going to attempt to do a scythe attack against you, Otley.
Okay. It has disadvantage
Okay.
because of my cloak.
Okay, so, right. It's rolled a nat 20, so I hope it gets less than that.
Yeah.
Right, so that's an 8 plus... That's 17. Does 17 hit you?
No, 19 is my AC.
Okay. And does that mean that one of your illusions is now gone?
No, it turns off if I take a hit,
Okay, cool.
and then it reactivates on my next turn.
Okay. Okay, so seeing that hasn't really done anything, it's going to let out this sort of droning noise, and you can see magic from its its ethereal limbs is then going to course up the scythe, and is then going to attempt another hit against you. Again with disadvantage. Okay, so that will be a 27 to hit you.
That does hit.
Okay.
Jesus.
So Onyx remembers how hard these things hit. So
Spooky.
so that's 12, 14. So that is 17 from the initial hit from the scythe.
Okay.
God.
And then...
I will say maybe it's a good thing he's got the healer with him.
Yeah.
And then an additional 28 force damage. So initially the first attack was just simple bludgeoning damage, so that is half down to 7.
Yeah.
And then
And
28.
28 is also half to 14.
Oh yeah, because you get your bear
bear
totem
totem,
and
baby.
stuff. Okay. Now, this is where
This is where it's going to fuck me up with some additional effect.
yes. So
And this is where we discover Matt has TPK'd the party with this fight.
yeah, Otley just explodes and stuff.
My
Okay.
badger's just sitting there aghast with 13 HP.
Okay, so in regards to this, it's smash you with this this magical effect, and you feel like some of the you don't really have that much magic to you, but you can feel that the magic from your aberrant dragon mark just leave you, and it has used up your use of your chromatic orb spell.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so it's basically stolen a spell slot. Although
Yeah.
I don't have a spell slot, so it's stolen the usage of chromatic ore. Okay.
Yeah, that's it exactly.
So he's the cause who's stealing magic.
Yeah, this is the magic thief, little bastard.
Well, I just write that down.
What a fucking great name. He's the magic thief.
Yeah, magic thief the bastard.
Then I bet he's like, but my name's Tom and Tom. Does he take some emotional
Friends.
damage? Because we just insulted him, basically.
Okay, yeah, can I get a charisma check from Otley, please?
Is this like I didn't know I actually this is a bard college. I've just learned a bard spell, vicious mockery. Just say just a charisma check.
Yes, please.
10.
Okay, unfortunately, you don't hurt its feelings enough to cause damage to it.
I swear, if I got like a nat 20, I'd be like, please add that cantrip to my list.
All right then. So that's its turn. Done. Then gets to attack. Yep. Okay. So with that, it's now Baracus' turn.
Ooh la la. So, I want to do so. I'm gonna get close. Can I just jump the sofa? Do I have to go around?
Yeah, you can just jump it. They're not. These things are absolutely wrecked. So, but in some cases, they're just like lying flat on the floor. Otherwise, you can just successfully vault over them. It's not much effort.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go here to my max walking speed, and in the same time, I'm gonna bonus action Spirit Shroud myself to have extra potential of damages. And I'm going to mark Hex, the big guy.
All right.
And my turn is finished.
All right then. So, quickly remind me what Spirit Shroud does. Is that
It is a 2d8 per hit on necrotic damage. And any creatures around me of 10 feet got with the speeds reduced of 10 feet.
sure? Okay. Right. So, Torden, you're up.
Okay. Can I? How far is the distance between me and creature?
About 60 feet.
Okay. I guess I can move a bit closer.
Are you still stealthing or just?
Just walk.
Okay. So, put riding into battle on the back of this hyena.
How close is that now? To either the tormentor or the thing with piercing, pointy damage.
20 feet from the tormentor and 20 feet from the demons as well.
Oh, I'm thinking they're all hitting the tormentor. The problem is the spell I use, I think, would hit them if I go for the tormentor. So I'm going to aim at the demon,
Mm-hmm.
the pincery demon.
Yep.
With a Aganaza Scorcher, please.
Okay. What level are you casting it?
Well, this is apparently second level evocation, apparently, but I'm pretty sure that's not what I've just clicked on. 4th level.
4th level. Okay.
So it's 30 foot long, 3 foot wide, flames go in each direction. He must make a dex saving throw of 17, please.
So that was cocked. Okay, it just passed. So I believe that takes half damage.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so 5d8 plus 5, please.
Um, 32.
Okay, and that's close to fire damage, yep?
Yeah.
So. Okay. Okay, so this... you just fire off this scorching beam, I believe... Yeah, sorry, Scorching Ray I'm thinking of. So you just fire this roaring flame that just goes straight through this creature. It does let out a lot of annoyance, but you don't seem to have done that much damage to it that you're used to. So you're gathering this thing probably has some level of fire resistance.
Yeah, well, I'll have to test it somehow, what ones I can and can't do.
Yep.
Because I already guessed physical attack will work.
Okay. Anything as a bonus?
Don't really have any bonuses I can do.
Okay. So, Durr, you're up as a badger.
As a badger. Am I in melee with these two crab creatures on my left?
No, technically you're still in the hole.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm gonna jump out of the hole. I've clicked on something different here. I can move myself. Can I get to there without provoking an attack of opportunity? Like to go and just stay in their attack range?
Yep.
And then I'm going to revert back into Durr, put my hand inside my beard, pull out a little crystal, and then blow on it, and you see it start to like form like ice crystals around it, and I start to blow harder and harder, and then I just hold it out and go and cast Cone of Cold across all of these bitches here like that.
Okay, so just narrowly avoiding.
Yeah.
Okay, what level are you casting that at?
5th, so it's a con save 17.
Okay, so that is. Okay, so the one that Torden hit, that failed on that one. That one.
Just trying to count. So
yeah, so both of the demons failed. The Vrock failed as well, and the. Yeah, all of them failed.
32 add 7. It's 39. One more dice. And another 7! 30. What did I say? 32 add 7 is 39. Add 7 is 46.
46. Lovely.
I rolled 8, 8, 8, 4, 4, 4, 7, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, 46 points of cold damage then to all of those.
Okay. Okay, so this one directly in front of you is definitely definitely wounded. Is not necessarily having a great time. The one next to it is damaged, but not as damaged. The Vrog, which is still sort of hanging from the ceiling, not necessarily knowing what to do, is very buggered up. You can see that it's actually considering trying to flee.
Nice.
And then the Tormentor. Yeah, that takes full damage, so that is. Yeah, this thing is looking very diminished.
Nice.
Very. Not necessarily like the next hit will kill it, but very. Sort of like. Much smaller than it was, it's moving much slower, and even though it's not necessarily breathing, it's doing the motions of breathing, and it's breathing very heavily.
Nice. And then I will bonus action healing word my dwarven friend, and you get. I can't want to roll this. It's D4s and it hurt my hand. 14 healing points.
And that's to Otley, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that done, it's now the Red Demon's turn, and both of them are going to turn their attention on you.
Oh no! Fuck!
How much healing was it to Otley?
14.
14, nice.
It wasn't even me, it was him! And whole point Revy.
Okay, whoever healed me, thank you. Otley's not paying attention, he's just punching stuff.
Okay, so these things have 2 pincers and 2 fists, and they're going to make an attack against you with each of them.
Okay, do it.
So, what's your AC?
It's my AC. 17. Oh, did not do too bad.
Okay. Okay, so the first pincer missed you, the second one hit you, and then it's going to punch you with both of its fists, both of which hit you. So you're in for quite a bit of dice damage, unfortunately.
Bring it on.
Right. Okay, so the pincer attack does 22 damage from the pincer.
Ooh.
And you are now grappled by said pincer.
Okay.
And then it's going to punch you with each of its giant fists for 7 and for 14 damage from the fists.
We're in a child form. I'm just a child. I'll try and change my voice.
And then the other one is then going to do the exact same thing to you.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's a crit and a miss.
Ooh,
And there's 2 punches, both hit.
nice. So only a crit and 2 more hits. It's fine. It only took a third of my life anyway. Surely it can't take the other. To be fair.
Okay, so that's 18 damage from the pincer.
Yeah.
And then 8 and 8 again, and 16 from being punched.
Alright. We're looking good. We're looking good.
How much health do you have?
Enough. I mean, I'm below half.
Okay, so with that, that's now the demon's turn. So Revi, you're now up.
Could I, just at the end of the first one that grabbed the little goblin man, can I use my reaction to invoke my stone rune on it?
Yep, certainly.
So it's when it ends its turn, I invoke the rune, and the creature has to make a wisdom saving throw with a DC 17. And if it doesn't succeed, it's charmed for 1 minute.
To you specifically?
It's charmed. Not to me. It has like an effect that the charm does.
Okay, so it failed.
Okay, so if it's not immune to being charmed, the creature's charmed for 1 minute. While charmed in this way, the creature has a speed of 0, is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy stupor. It repeats the saves at the end of each of its turns, and it ends the effect early on a success. I can do that once per short rest.
Okay, so it's effectively hypnotized.
Essentially it's... So it can't do anything. In theory, that means it also should let go of its grapple, but I don't know if that means the other one grappled it with a crit.
Well, given that it was already... Oh yeah, I forgot to double the damage for the crit. Oh well, that's on me. But yes, it had initially grappled him, the other one then didn't grapple him, so now Durr is free, effectively.
Cool. That was the
Nice.
plan. So, yeah, like, it basically goes into it's sort of like the magic of the rune, like, penetrates its mind, and it kind of, like, just, like, zones out, like I do sometimes with my ADHD. Like, it relaxes the claws, and it just, like, its arms relax by its side, and Durr drops to the ground free.
Alright then. Okay, so Revi, you're up.
Otley, how hurt are you?
Hardly.
Okay.
In comparison to Durr.
Yeah, it's third one.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
looking pretty beat up.
Yeah, yeah. We're doing the...
It's like coughing blood, and Otley, like, barely
How
has
is-
a bruise on his shoulder.
How it...
Just don't tell them you're children. They seem to have something against you.
Yeah, they don't like kids, apparently. They butcher all the ones in the hallway.
Should have realised.
You shouldn't have mentioned children. They hate kids. If it helps, I've lost like a tiny bit.
Yeah, okay. It was
fair.
just whether we do AoE heal or we do a big single target heal.
No, do a big target on
Yeah.
him. Don't do an AoE.
Yeah,
heal.
I do have I have 4 polymorphs and a B shape, so I'm not going to die, but it would be helpful.
You say that, and then Matt will do something so you get
Yeah,
unconscious before you polymorph.
Yeah, balloons
You are aware, right?
Yeah, but you can't wild shape if you're dead. So
Exactly,
it's better to
yeah,
keep
yeah.
your main health up, and then you can get the additional help. Oh, I just thought I had temporary hit points as well. I forgot about those, but yeah.
Yeah, you both have 7.
Yeah.
And whatever you had from eating. So I healed her for 21.
Thank you very much.
Is that your action or your bonus action?
That's my action.
Okay, anything
Matt,
as a bonus?
I can't do anything. Can I prepare Sacred Flame with That's an action, isn't it? Yeah, that's an action. Yeah. So that's all I can do, unless I can touch someone.
Don't you have spiritual weapon? That's a bonus action spell.
Is it a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yeah, spiritual weapon's always great if you're a cleric.
Alright, let's drop a spirit weapon then.
Alright then.
No, I just
What-
got
what was-
visions of Ravi doing some weird little beatbox.
And you are still technically in the hole, so do you want to pull yourself out?
I will pull out of the hole.
Well said, darling.
I just had visions of you just sticking your head out and going, "Hi, have some heals."
Pulling out the hole.
And staying in the
think
hole
that's
and leaving the spiritual weapon to sort of
You can
like,
heal
do the
spells.
damage. Healing spells from the hole, the little fireworks.
Blasting light, yeah.
I think I was the only one that got Matt's little joke about pulling out of the hole.
Oh, yeah.
I got his
we-
joke. I just
Yeah,
chose to
Frank.
ignore it.
Yeah, Frank like full on like dropped her. That's what she said basically. What was the you said about the temp health was in addition to the one from the food thing?
Was it 5
That-
HP?
It was like the hero's feast thing. What? Yeah, was that like 5 or
I
something?
think it was 5, yeah.
I think it's 5.
Of
Okay,
course.
Yeah, so it would work out basically. Otley has after the temp health and those attacks being rage reduced, I've taken a total of 5 from my max health. So Otley is fine.
Okay, well, good.
Okay, so where would you like your golden spear to land?
In the guy's
I
head,
think
please.
Yeah, Otley's got this guy covered, I think, and we're fine. We'll drop it near the crabs.
Okay, so there.
That's what she said.
Okay, and it can attack on its summon as well, so do you want to do that?
Sure.
Who wouldn't want to?
14?
That misses.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my,
So it appears and like, I am a mighty spear. Miss.
That's my Baldur's Gate spirit weapon.
Yeah, basically. I am made of literal radiant power. Miss.
Miss.
Okay.
And now, that's it.
So with that, first off, the Tormentor is going to use one of its legendary actions,
No, it's not.
and is going to make a single attack against Revi now that he's appeared.
Oh man.
Does a 27 hit you?
It does.
And that is 6, 7, 11 slashing damage to you.
Our legendary action spells.
Spirit weapon isn't, concentration.
No, it's not.
It's not. No, it's why it's such a good spell.
I originally
fair.
thought it was, and that's why I made the circular concentration, because Gashal was constantly saying, I can't do Spirit Weapon and Spirit Guardians at the same time, so I gave it to her for that, and then realised that it wasn't concentration. So,
Yeah. Spirit weapon's great because it's a leveled spell, so if you upcast it, you don't need to concentrate, and it's super powerful. I think there's a high level, like level 7 or 8 spell version for wizards, but Spirit Weapon is so much better.
and also it does do radiant damage as well.
How
Yeah.
much slashing damage was that?
11.
11, thank you.
Yep. Okay, so but with the rocks let out this squawk at the further but
Being
their
ignored.
turn has basically been stolen from them. So they are then going to swarm down from the ceiling.
Who stole their turn?
So 1 sec, 16, right. So this one is going to swing down to Tordum.
No, it's not.
And is going to do a beak and a talon attack against you. Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, and then
I'm squishy, remember?
and a 17. Does that hit you?
Yes, I'm squishy.
Okay. You're not as squishy as most wizards because you get your toughened skin. So okay, so it's going to do an almighty peck against you for 10 damage.
Ow.
And then its talons are then going to do...
Just tell me all the damage at the end of it. Take all at once.
$17 damage to you.
So that's 17 total or 10 plus 17?
10 plus 17.
Ouch!
That's why I was giving you individual numbers.
Okay, well, I should just give it to me as one number. That's a bit easier.
Okay, and then this one is going to fly down and attack Barakas.
I am hurt.
Bitch!
Six. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay, so neither of its attacks hit you. This one is going to...
I just got Bearcash just like, sees it coming and he's like, no.
Then this one is going to see if it stays. It does. And it also is going to fly down and attack Barakas. Okay, so it hit you with its talons for 23. And that is 13 damage from its talons.
I really think Matt is trying to kill us, people.
Okay, so it's now on to the next turn. And before anything happens, Onyx, can I get a perception check from you, please?
Perception.
Oh no.
And more appear behind you.
17.
Okay. You smell them before you hear them, and you get the smell of putrid death as suddenly two elongated creatures come crashing through the door at the far end of the auditorium.
I really think Matt is trying to kill us, people.
Oh, look at them. What are they?
Oh, ew! What is that?
Rock roll.
Oh, God!
Oh, no. Shit.
Okay, so
No!
so they're basically going to come in, and being as far away as they are, they're going to basically use their turn to use the dash action to get to
The point
here.
they're at.
Oh, that to get to there, they've used their dash.
Yep, so they basically arrived and now use their turn. If that makes sense.
Uncomfortable with the situation, to
Okay.
put it lightly.
And then they get added to the initiative order for 17.
They're
Okay.
clashing with me.
Yes.
That's nice and high.
Okay, so oddly you were originally first, so you can now take your turn.
Okay. Just gonna double check my. Okay, yeah, I still got fire rune. I'm gonna bonus action use my giant's might,
Okay.
so I grow a size larger, and
Yep.
my attacks potentially do more damage.
Nice.
So that's your bonus, yeah?
Yeah, that's my. Yeah, that's my bonus, and I just need to check what the. Is in here.
So I will say, Matt, I've only got about another 15 minutes left in me. I'm shattered. Look at
Yeah,
work
sure.
early tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna throw 2 punches at this guy.
Okay. Unless we want to call it here at the top of the round.
Let Otley finish his turn.
Yeah, we'll let Oddly finish his turn, then
Yeah.
then we'll do it from the Tormentor.
Okay. It's a 20 to hit and a 23 to hit.
Yeah, they both hit.
Nice.
Okay, so it's 12 and 11 damage plus 2 from rage on each. So 27. And then his giant smite is an extra, I think it's just a d6.
Yep.
So an extra 4.
So 31, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you hit this
20,
thing...
Hang on. Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Okay, so as you hit this thing, initially your attacks had sort of really whacked the living crap out of it, but for some reason, as you hit this thing, it doesn't seem to have had the same effect, and you sort of get the feeling that in its hurt state, it's now gained new powers, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And it's become more resistant to your attacks.
Oh, so my attacks are doing less damage. Would I have been able to use my fire rune on the second punch?
Sure. You just roll your fire rune damage.
So it needs a strength check as well, DC 17, or it will be restrained.
Pass.
And it's 2. Okay, so it doesn't take that or the repeat damage, but it takes 2d6 extra from the punch. That's 7 extra fire.
Okay, and again, it seems to have taken...
So it takes less.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So his cloak will reactivate as it's his turn now, so he's a bit more of a shimmery
Onyx
effect.
didn't have his turn.
Okay, so now Onyx is your turn, and then we'll finish off with the night.
Okay. You guys have got that lot, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd kill the things closer to you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, not to
I'd
be
be a second.
selfish, but self-preservation is kind of kicking in.
Yeah, you need to kill those things before they get in.
Okay, in which case I will attempt to shoot at the closest one first.
Sure.
Have you got a snaring strike?
I do. Is that going to be good against this, though? Because my spells aren't that strong. Like, the DC is just 15 for me. Because I'm not the best spellcaster, shockingly.
I mean, you do have a new high-powered spell that you could utilize.
Oh my god! I
Yeah,
just saw. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, is it like 4th level, isn't it? So
Where you go?
prime
Roll
time.
of fire.
Maybe.
Did you pick
Then,
Wall
yeah.
of fire? Who picked Wall of fire?
Yeah, I'll cast Wall of Fire.
Oh shit.
If you do it like from just in front of yourself to where they are now, I think it should reach that far. They won't be able to see through it because it's opaque, but also moving through it, like they'll stay in the fire and you can just chill the other side.
Yeah. Okay. Let me.
I think only other one's got wall of fire.
Here.
60 feet. Yeah, hang on a minute. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm still new to Wall of Fire.
So basically, you cast, you basically make a wall that is 20 feet high, 1 foot thick, and then you can sculpt it to either be a straight line or pretty much a ringed wall.
Yeah, if I remember it, and then like the damage is like one of the sides of it does damage for like 10 foot or something, if I remember.
Yep.
Oh.
When
So
when it appears, they take 5d8 fire damage on a check, and then put one side of the wall is damaging for 5d8, and then the other one isn't.
Yeah.
Issue is, how flammable is this place? And do I need to put that into consideration?
Yeah, well, the dragon was saying to purge the place down, so...
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
you
it.
know what? If there's any traces of whatever the hell this nonsense is, fuck it, it's gonna burn, fuck it.
It's mushrooms.
But yeah, water fire it is. Who cares if we get singed a bit? It's gonna be fine. So 60 foot. Then yeah, if possible, I just want to cut them off.
Sure, if you'd like to use the paintbrush tool to sort of paint where your walls go.
Block them, so then they have to go through the wall.
Yeah, but then they'll just move through it to get out the other side, or not walk through it.
Yeah, just like
Artiste.
that. Okay. And I'm guessing that the flame is on this side.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so... Okay, so do you want to... Given that it's only 1 foot thick, do you want to move it closer to them, or are you happy with it being there?
Sorry.
And
I forget.
do you want to leave it there so that when they pass through it, they then take damage?
I sort
You
of
can
hurt
get
them
it-
now just to give them a warning, right?
No, do both. They give them damage, and then when they pass through, they get more damage.
My thought was, do it like there, with the flame on this side, so that the entire time they walk towards you, they're still going to be in the fire. The only
Oh.
way they don't take fire damage is if they leave you alone and go for us, which protects yourself.
I mean, is that okay with the DM?
Absolutely.
Then yeah, I'll do that.
Alright then.
Thank you for doing the thinking for me, lads.
That's right. I've seen that spell used so many times. Another option I've seen somebody do is, as a wildfire druid that dipped into wizard for evocation, they did it as a circle around themselves with it pointing in because they don't take their own damage, and essentially
that's
used
cool.
it for like, if you want to fight me in melee, you burn to death, so leave me alone. But if it's at range, because it's opaque, they can't see you, which means disadvantage on shots.
That's cool.
Alright then, so the one closest to you failed and the other one succeeded. So can I get 5d8 from you, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. I got 18. Got 2 ones.
So 18 damage, yep?
Yep.
Alright. Okay, so even though they did sort of like nominal damage, but you can see that like the bits of its skin that were like peeling off and blistering, they suddenly just like sear shut. And these things have just like a general sort of like charredness about them.
Nice.
Would anyone like to explain to her what that means?
They have what? A what?
A charredness.
They're just cooking.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's charring the skin. It's like cooking it.
It's like when you burn the skin of a chicken.
Yeah, it like darkens it off.
Okay, so does anyone want to... I'll let everyone do a history check to see if they remember what happens to these things when they catch fire.
Oh, do these
Yes,
things that go boom?
explode.
Oh no. What did I do? What have I done?
But these aren't things that go bang.
Okay, so what did everyone get?
They explode.
13.
Well, okay.
14.
17.
Okay. So Barricas basically gets it, but when they're not on fire, they shed their skin, which then causes necrotic damage to everyone around them. But now that they're in this sort of seared point, their skin isn't going to fall off and not do that damage.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's now the Tormentor's turn, and with that, we will call it for tonight.
Nice.
Thanks for the session, Matt.
Yeah,
So
thank
it's like-
you.
This guys.
No
Oh,
worries.
it's
If you want to sort of blame anybody for but this being too challenging, you can blame McKelly because he wanted more of a challenge.
Why would you say that?
Because we need to get in place. I mean, we're level almost 13. We have to do difficult fights.
Yeah.
Oh, did we
Yeah.
get any XP for killing that thing in the room last session?
You will do. I'm just going to give you like a whole sort of quest is complete XP
Yeah, okay.
dump at the end of this.
I just didn't know if it got forgotten, so I thought I'd bring it up.
No, it hasn't. So, but assuming that everything that I'm going to throw at you, I do throw at you, you will get X amount of XP depending upon that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Much
Awesome.
more unique.
Which
I love it.
don't
Also,
need
whoever
that much.
added the yellow, thank you. I was about to do that.
You only need 4K.
all right, guys. How are we all off for next week?
Yeah, good for me.
Yeah, good for me. Just might need a reminder again.
Yeah, as always.
Fine.
All right then. I'll let you all get off then, so you can all go to bed with nightmares of tormentors from Destiny. And
It's fine.
if it helps, Trin, me and Nat had to do that battle solo because we couldn't get a third player.
Oh god, that's so sad.
We managed to do it after,
6 attempts.
no, I would say 6 hours.
What's that, Baldur's Gate?
Destiny 2.
Oh, Destiny 2.
Oh, Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny.
I played. Has anyone played Dragon's Dogma 2?
No, yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard good
didn't
things.
like it.
I do need to play it. I've heard
It was
such good
good,
things.
but it just finished super quick. It felt like there was only like the big monsters you killed. There was only like 5 different kinds of big monsters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be loads. There's like a griffin, a cyclops, another thing that looks like a cyclops, another thing that looks like a cyclops, and then a dragon.
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
A bit
I
like
finished
Dragon
it.
Dogma 1 then. There was
Yeah.
like not very many bosses.
No, I thought it was gonna be really, and it was really easy as well. Like I've killed my first Drake at like level fucking 15 or something.
Out of?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's fair.
right. Peace, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Alright, guys.
Thank you
Yeah.
for listening.
Bye.
Bye.